The American Civil War, a crucible of fire and valor, offers an epic saga of battles fought over ideals that would shape a nation's soul. Within this grand narrative, let us delve deeper into the stories of key confrontations, their heroes, their tragedies, and their lasting legacies. 1861, the war's alarming dawn. Fort Sumter, April 12 to 14. The war begins with Confederate artillery unleashing fury on the Union garrison in Charleston Harbor. No lives were lost in the initial bombardment, but the subsequent surrender of the fort set the stage for the war's bloody course. First Battle of Bull Run, Manassas, July 21st, approximately 35,000 Union troops clashed with 34,000 Confederates in a battle that revealed the war's grim reality. The Confederates, under Generals Beauregard and Johnston, turned a near defeat into victory, bolstered by the timely reinforcements of Brig. General Thomas Jackson, earning him the nickname Stonewall. Union casualties numbered around 2,950 killed, wounded, and missing, while the Confederates suffered about 1,750. The battle shocked both the North and the South, foreshadowing the long conflict ahead. 1862, year of grim determination. Battle of Shiloh, April 6 to 7, in Tennessee. Union forces under General Ulysses S. Grant faced the Confederates led by General Albert Sidney Johnston and General P.G.T. Beauregard. The two-day battle saw over 100,000 soldiers engaged, with Johnston killed on the first day. The Union's eventual victory, with 23,000 total casualties, underscored the war's brutality and strategic depth. The Peninsula Campaign, March-July, Island's Union forces, numbering over 100,000, aimed to capture Richmond, but were met with fierce resistance from Lee's army of 92,000. The 7 days battles resulted in heavy casualties on both sides, with the Union's failure marking a significant Confederate victory. Battle of Antietam, September 17th, the bloodiest single day in American military history, with Union forces under McClellan clashing with Lee's army in Maryland. Out of nearly 100,000 soldiers engaged, there were about 23,000 casualties. The tactical stalemate allowed Lincoln to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, altering the war's moral and political landscape.
1863, the turning tide. Battle of Gettysburg, July 1st to 3rd, the largest battle ever fought on North American soil, involving about 165,000 soldiers. The Union's victory, with 23,000 casualties compared to the Confederates' 28,000, halted Lee's invasion of the North and marked a decisive turning point. Siege of Vicksburg, May 18. July 4, Grant's siege trapped 30,000 Confederate troops in Vicksburg, cutting off the Confederacy's access to the Mississippi River. The surrender of Vicksburg, with significant casualties and hardships, was pivotal in splitting the Confederacy and securing Union control of the Mississippi. 1864 to 1865, the final acts. Overland Campaign, May-June 1864, a series of brutal encounters between Grant's and Lee's forces in Virginia, characterized by unprecedented carnage and the indomitable will of both armies. The Wilderness, Spotsylvania, and Cold Harbor saw staggering losses, with total casualties in the tens of thousands, showcasing Grant's strategy of attrition. Sherman's March to the Sea, November-December 1864, Sherman's 60,000 Union soldiers marched from Atlanta to Savannah, laying waste to the heart of the Confederacy. The campaign inflicted significant economic damage and marked a psychological blow to the Southern war effort. Appomattox Courthouse, April 9, 1865, the symbolic end of the Civil War, with Lee's surrender to Grant. The terms were generous, allowing Confederate soldiers to return home with their personal belongings, signaling the beginning of reconciliation and Reconstruction. In these battles and campaigns, the American Civil War revealed the courage, the horror, and the sacrifice inherent in a nation's struggle with itself. The human cost was immense. Approximately 620,000 soldiers died from combat, disease, and other causes, with countless others left wounded and bereaved. The war not only abolished slavery, but also transformed the United States, forging a new national identity through the flames of conflict. This era's legacy, marked by valor and tragedy, continues to echo through the annals of American history. In the aftermath of the Civil War, the United States embarked on Reconstruction, a tumultuous era aimed at healing the nation's wounds and integrating the Southern states back into the Union. This period saw significant legal and social changes, including the abolition of slavery and the extension of citizenship and voting rights to African American men. Despite these advances, the Southern economy languished, and the withdrawal of federal troops in 1877 marked the end of Reconstruction efforts. This left the South to enact Jim Crow laws, ushering in a long era of racial segregation and disenfranchisement. The Civil War and Reconstruction fundamentally reshaped American society, setting the stage for future struggles and achievements in the quest for equality and unity.